Hello, my beautiful Aries collective. How are you guys? I know it's been a minute. I am back though. Life happens and I've been doing a lot and all over the place, but I have not forgot about this YouTube channel. It has very few followers, but I am continuing to work on it and build it. I appreciate the people who have been showing up and supporting the channel and supporting me and just, making comments and saying hi. I really, really do appreciate that. Okay. Now, today is Thursday, November 3rd. We are in Scorpio season. Shout out to my Scorpios. If you have any Scorpio placements, shout out to you. And today we're going to be doing a reading for November for the Aries collective. So that's if your sun is in Aries, of course, but also your moon, Venus, or rising. You know, lots of Aries energy going on right now. We have Mars retrograding in Gemini, which I think is going to be a really good look for you guys, Aries. Um, I have two cards out already that I do want to discuss. First of all, let me just say this, Aries. I feel like during the month of November and probably leading up to November, you're probably noticing that I'm not going to say you're getting more sociable, Aries, but I feel like you're starting to really prioritize family, friends, people who really matter to you and really people that you feel safe around. Let me say that because that's a word that keeps coming up for Aries right now. The first two cards out I have are from my Work Your Light Oracle deck. Love, Miss Rebecca Campbell. And the first one is the Ever Unfolding Rose. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Now, these are oracle cards, so I don't take reversals or anything, but I have boundaries right next to it that did come out in the reverse position. So it's just leading me to believe that, Aries, you might be in a place where you're feeling a little more safe. You're feeling a little more open. You may have some people around you that you really feel like you can talk to and trust in. And with Mars retrograding in Gemini, that is exactly the vibe that I am getting, okay? One thing about me is I like to personalize the planets. So when I think about retrogrades, I think about basically just the planets visiting each other's houses, So Mars is making its way around the universe, and then all of a sudden it's feeling very drawn to Gemini, right? Passing by Gemini, and it's like, wait a minute, hold on. I feel a magnetic pull here. So I'm just going to chill here for a minute. Matter of fact, I'm going to chill here so slow that I'm just going to retrograde until January. And then after the retrograde, I'm still going to be in the constellation of Gemini until March. So Gemini and Aries, get ready for a lot of time together, okay? It's cosmically speaking. So Mars is visiting Gemini. That's a beautiful thing because the thing about Gemini is that it's a very flighty, flirty, free thinking, very childlike, like almost in that Aries way of just expecting the best to happen, looking for the fun in life. Like they don't want no drama. They can give you some witty banter. You can have some heated debates, but it's never going to get too serious with Gemini energy. So I feel like that could be what you're feeling right now, Aries. Is just this feeling of innocence, of lightheartedness, of just wanting to play and feel good. And it feels like two friends just frolicking, like two friends from elementary school reuniting and just chopping it up, okay? Gemini is also going to benefit very, very much from this retrograde. I can't wait to talk about that with you guys in your reading because Mars energy has a way of igniting things. It has a way of inspiring things. It has a way of helping us to follow through. So you take all of this passion, all of this inspiration, all of this follow through, and you put it in the room with a Gemini, And that Gemini's gonna be like, yes, honey, yes, like biggest cheerleader, like with all the shenanigans. So that's my little introduction, Aries. I feel like you are about to be with the shits with this Gemini energy, okay? The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening to you, not wait, it's happening for you, not to you, okay? That also leads me to believe that some of you could be a little bit uncomfortable with being vulnerable. But Spirit is asking that you step bravely into that. I feel like that's why you are getting um, just like small chances to kind of open up little by little, because we don't want to trigger you or disturb your traumas too much. We really want to ease you into this ever unfolding status. You know, you're learning how to care for yourself. That brings me to the full moon happening on November 8th in Taurus. You are learning how to care for yourself, how to luxuriate what really matters to you, what has value in your life. Who are the people that add value? What are the things that bring value into your life? We talking Marie Kondo. Wait, is that her name? What's her name? The little Korean lady that helps you clean your house? Marie Kondo? Maybe. I don't know. So that's where we're at. Let's go ahead and get some tarot cards on the board. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross spread using my Dreams of Gaia deck because I really wanted your reading to have a sense of sweetness to it, Aries. Like, I'm just feeling like very delicate and sweet with you. That doesn't always happen because I am a Gemini, so I can get with the shits and give it to you like it need to be gave. But I just feel like I just want to give y'all some sweet Taurus energy today. There it is. There's that six that I've been feeling. I've been seeing a lot of sixes surrounding your energy, Aries. That get along, that compromise. Um, it feels like this is is it six of fire? I do believe this is six of fire. I'm going to read just a little bit of a snippet on that, but I want you to see that. It almost looks like Gemini sitting before the Emperor, which is Aries energy, right? So you have these two opposing viewpoints. And now we need someone to come in and bring balance into this situation. I like that. That's going with your overall energy here. So let's just read a snippet on that just to get the ball rolling here. Let's see. I still don't know if that's the six of fire or the six of swords. Yep, six of fire. We're talking about healing, mediation, negotiation, arbitration, truce, boundaries. There's that word again, support, diplomacy. Resolution is needed. Communication and diplomacy is required. Be willing to make concessions, let go of bias, be open-minded. That's why your friend Gemini is here. Because I have a lot of Aries friends and they can come into the room. What I love about you, let me just say this, Aries. What I love about you is that you can come into a room heated, ready to fight, ready to turn over some furniture. And I say to you, well, have you thought about it this way? Maybe they were, hungry or whatever. And just like that, Aries is like, you know what? You're right. You're right. And then you start to just kind of ruminate on it and think about it, and you can kind of fold out all of the information that needs to be folded out. It's almost like I don't want to compare you to a dog, Aries. I'm sorry, but it's that simple energy of the canine that it's bringing me to, because I watch a lot of Cesar Millan, guys. I love Cesar Millan. If you have a dog, go check him out. He's the best, okay? But basically, dogs have this way of getting fixated on things, but they're not as complicated mentally as humans. So a little tap, a little nudge, a little yank of the chain, and all of a sudden their mind snaps out of it, and now you have a chance to introduce a new concept to them, and they'll be very open to taking it because they don't sit around and ruminate on things, right? Now, if you have Scorpio in your chart, that's another thing. You got Virgo, that's another thing. But we're just talking strictly about Aries right now. So let's continue. Two sides of every disagreement. Know the facts, understand your rights, don't be stubborn. The Six of Fire represents a time of healing through mediation, negotiation, and arbitration. It is a time when communication and diplomacy is required in order to end a conflict or dispute. What's the conflict or dispute, I wonder? There are times and others in our lives when we may find ourselves caught up in a dispute or conflict after boundaries have been crossed or our feelings hurt or ego bruised. If lines of communication remain open and both parties are willing, the conflict can be resolved. So I feel like this is going to be a lot about conflict resolution in the month of November, Aries. I mean, that's the overall energy of this Mars retrograde in Gemini, is conflict resolution. Is your ego too wounded to listen? Are your triggers louder than your rational mind? How are your relationships suffering from strict boundaries that you've put in place, not as, healthy relationship goals, but just as a way of keeping people from getting close to you because you have a problem trusting, okay? Aries, the month of November is going to offer you a moment to open yourself up and to soften that little heart of yours, okay? There's some hurt, there's some pain, there's some things that need to be let go of. And I feel like that listening ear of Gemini and those new perspectives that Gemini is going to come in and offer you. We're just talking about, cosmically. If you know a Gemini, that's something different too. But just cosmically speaking, it's like you have an ear listening to what's going on with you. And let me just say this, I'm getting this feeling of a little bit of anger, Aries, because you're feeling like people just don't live by the code like you live by the code. And that really pisses you off when people don't live by the code. It's almost like this righteous anger that leads you to want to do something good in the world, that leads you to want to be of service, that leads you to want to help people, that leads you to want to be healthier. When you find out something new, Aries, your mind is so bright and so youthful that it's like you automatically want to put it into practice. And then you go out into the world and you try to put it into practice and people shit on it, and that infuriates you. Okay? These are the things that you are going to be able to relate to with this Gemini energy, because I do feel like it's kind of the same thing on the Gemini end. It's like, this is what we're noticing out here in this world. Like, it's not a safe place to be. Me and you, we cool. We want to be safe. We want to be cool. We want to be healthy. We want everybody to get along. But they out here tripping in these streets. Okay? And I feel like what you really want, Aries, is just to be heard, just to be listened to, just to be understood, and not for people to go, "Ooh, you angry. Ooh, why you so loud? Ooh, why you so..." It's like, there's nothing wrong with the anger that you feel. This righteous anger is okay, but it's not something that you can just sit on like a hot firecracker for 20 years. Like, that's not what you're going to be able to do with this. So if this is your story, Aries, someone is coming in to negotiate, arbitrate, mediate, okay? Because this has to go. All right, let's go ahead and get into this Celtic spread. Let's talk about what's crossing you. Spirit, what do we got crossing? We got more fire. We got the Two of Fire, okay? Listen, I'm going to say it again, Aries. There's nothing wrong with you, okay? I feel like you're feeling very misunderstood in this moment in time, Aries. And you're looking for someone or something to validate your emotions and your thoughts. But the gag is, you're going to have to be that person to accept yourself fully in all your fire, in all of your rage, in all of your emotions. You're really going to have to look that in the face, and accept these things about you. And honestly, There's going to be a lot coming up for you guys in this retrograde. There's going to be a lot of emotions flaring up that you didn't even know. You didn't even know was there. But again, this is a safe space for you. That one friend, that boyfriend, that father, that teacher. Like somebody is here to help you deal with these things as they come up, and it feels really, really beautiful. It's matching your fire, it's matching your power and your passion, but it's like a different perspective. So in a way, it is going to help you get that validation that you need, because I don't feel like they're going to be like, oh girl, you're crazy. Why would you say that? Like they're literally going to be like, me too. I feel the same way. But instead of wanting to turn over tables, they might crawl under their bed and cry. You know, you're giving them that energy and that passion to get from under that bed and do what the fuck needs to be done. And they are giving you that other perspective of sinking down into yourself and feeling your emotions and moving from a more balanced place emotionally and intellectually speaking. Okay, let's talk about what's crowning you, Aries. Queen of Air, there she is. There she is. Now, of course, this is air energy, feminine energy. It's giving a listening ear. Like this is someone who wants to hear what you got to say. And I feel like it's lightening you a little bit, Aries. Like, I don't know if you've had somebody who really listened to you. You could have grown up in a family where it was a lot of yelling, it was a lot of fighting, or you were just shut down. But it's feeling like your communication is going to be on point in the month of November. You're going to feel comfortable expressing yourself because you're being validated. You know, and this could be prior to November, because I know this is a point to where you come up to. This isn't just starting today, of course. But it feels like you've gotten to a point where you just feel more comfortable expressing yourself because someone listened to you. Someone heard you. I think you're going to see a big improvement in your relationships. And it's because you're really improving yourself, Aries. I'm very proud of you. Let's talk about some subconscious energy, that good old Scorpio energy. We are in Scorpio season. Let's talk about subconscious things that may be brought to the light. Ooh, intimacy, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Water in reverse. So we got two queens on the board. Okay, I don't want to be negative here, but I do feel like it could be someone who can be emotionally manipulative, okay? Because that's your old way, you know? Instead of speaking up and saying what it is that you are wanting or feeling, those soft, gushy bits, instead of you speaking on them and standing on them, you may get into a point where you would manipulate a person with your sexuality, use your emotions to kind of bash them over the head and make them feel guilty, you know. But the thing is, you want real, true intimacy. Isn't that what we all want? So we are going to turn this Queen of Water upright in her proper position right next to this card, because you are going to lean into your feminine energy. You are going to have that opportunity that's going to come up this month to be real about what you're feeling, to not hide it, to not overshadow it with petty arguments. You are going to stand on it and say, hey, this is how you made me feel. I love you. I think you're amazing. Oh, I'm not feeling that. You know, This throat chakra this month, guys, is going to be very, very important, okay? And what I'm going to say is I already feel like a lot of you guys have slowed down, but it's going to be very important to slow your roll, okay? Because you're going to need time to process your emotions. And I'm trying to get out of this sun here, but it's kind of cute. It's whatever. You're going to need time to process your emotions so you can get them from here to here without, any fuck shit happening, Because I feel like your snap reaction is going to be to go into manipulation mode or rage or, any of those unhealthy emotions that spirit is trying to get you out of. You are the Queen of Water. That is also the card of Cancer. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign as well. Cancer, Gemini cusp. All right, let's talk about your recent past. Consequences. Healing. Ooh. Baby doll, it's been a rough road. It's been a rough road. Like, I feel like a lot of you are realizing how... Okay, this is what I'm hearing, okay? Somebody has complained a long time about how people have mistreated them, misused them, done them dirty. I didn't get the love I was supposed to get. I didn't get this. I didn't get that. But on your healing journey, all of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, I've done some fucked up shit too. Ouch. And now you're going to have to be accountable. Accountable. Because for every action, there's an equal or... I don't know the exact saying, but there's a reaction for every action. So you've learned to be accountable on this healing journey. You've learned that, yes, you've hurt other people. And not only do you have the right to express yourself, other people have the right to express themselves. So you may have had to sit down and listen to some ways that you did somebody dirty, you hurt somebody's feelings, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Aries is a fire sign. It's like, okay, what I need to do? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Because you can't do nothing. People are going to have their feelings, All you can do is take it in. That's the first step. Like, that's what I'm learning about life. Life is all about the baby steps, okay? Because healing is great. But you can't heal until you stop, Until you stop the vicious cycle of whatever the hell's going on. First you stop. Okay. Now I listen. Now I digest that. I take it in. Now I feel my feelings. It's like a continuous process. So you're feeling your feelings. You're taking responsibility and ownership. That's the beautiful thing. Let's see where that leads in the near future. Near future for Aries. Near future for Aries. It's a beautiful song. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Somebody's playing a beautiful song underneath the window. We got the Six of Air. And we have the King of Earth. Ooh, ooh. The Six of Air is giving me this clarity, this epiphany. I'm going to get a clarifier because for some of you, I'm seeing this person. It could be an earth sign. I'm seeing this person that you're starting to see differently with your new set of eyes here, with all this healing work that you've done. So your new energy could either be attracting an earth sign to you, or it's just causing you to look at somebody differently. Now, the King of Earth is also... okay, we got the Seven of Air. Put that right above that. Seven of Air. I'm going to let you see it. I'm going to let you see all these cards. Let's look at him first. Okay. Usually I don't like this guy because he's always, I'm going to say always, but he kind of gives me this feeling of judgment, like this feeling of Bible thumping and telling you what's wrong and what's right. But honestly, I feel like in this situation and with these two cards here, this Illumination Epiphany next to this King of Earth, this industrious, um, fatherly energy, this hard worker, you know, very resilient, makes things happen. Like this person is going to live a good life. He's going to expand territory, you know? So I feel like with this card being there with these two, somebody is showing you that they live by the code. Like this, let me get one more card. Knowledge. Could be some Aquarius energy as well. Love, there it is. There it is. Listen, I feel like there could be a person, and I'm getting two stories, so let me just separate them. There could be a person who you used to date, okay? Earth sign, I'm getting Capricorn, Taurus, or Aquarius, air sign. I don't think they were risky enough for you. I don't think they were, I don't know. It's almost like they needed to grow a pair of balls or something. Like you didn't realize up until now that this person is really good for you. They live by the code. They're smart. They accept you for who you are. And there's a good chance that, you know, love can grow. The first thing I heard was they're going to make you a better person. And it's because you're going to allow them to now. You have so much to learn from this person. And I feel like before you were very standoffish, you were very guarded. And now that we've starting to chip away at that little heart of yours a little bit, Aries, this person's coming back around and it's going to be different. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know why I got that. If that ain't your story, then it ain't your story. There he is, bullseye. Lots of cards flipping out. We got integrity. Oop, there's the Queen of Earth. Boom. Didn't I say he was going to make you a better person? He going to make you stand in your truth. He going to make you slip off into some feminine energy as his queen or king. It's a matching pair here. Bullseye. I think he got them balls and he know what he want. We also got the Queen of Fire and integrity. Ah, man. For some reason, I'm getting big Leo energy here. Like, this person thinks you is hot, honey. And he got his eyes on you. He thinks you's a big, fine woman. And one thing about Leo energy is Leo men are the most likely to date Afrocentric women, dark women, full-figured women, older women, because they like powerful energies, okay? Not saying that you're dealing with a Leo, but that's the energy that's coming across in this, the way that they see you. Like they see you as a boss, as a woman, as a leader, someone who's different, not basic, you know? I mean, I don't see no knights or nothing like that, but we got a king on the board, and kings is about their business and they about serious offers. So, you know, let's talk about your hopes and fears, Aries. There's that Ace of Fire. New passions. Give me one more. Self. Who could you be? Who are you, Aries? I feel like your hopes and fears are surrounding how powerful you actually are. You don't have to pretend to be a damsel in distress. You don't have to hide who you are. You are a force to be reckoned with, Aries. You are a powerhouse. And no one's trying to take that away from you. Because I just heard one of my good Aries friends, she's always like, oh, that's some simp shit. Simp shit. Like, it's not simp shit. You're not going to be a simp just for getting in touch with your emotions. And I love how the energy in the board started so feminine and so soft and so delicate. And then it's like, pow, 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 pow. Like everything just caught on fire. I love that for you. Let's get an outcome for Aries and then we'll get some advice. Outcome for Aries, please. Ooh, that makes me so happy. We got the Four of Water. I mean, just look at him. You're battered and bruised. You might have got little scars along the way, but you're perfect just the way you are. And you're learning to accept that. This card always gives me Pisces energy, which I think Jupiter is visiting Pisces right now during its retrograde. That is the planet of good fortune and good luck and prosperity. And I think it's just going to help us all realize how unique and beautiful we are and the beautiful things that we can bring into our life once we settle into our own uniqueness. All right, let's get some advice. We're going to pull an I know card or two. I am more than my career. I know that my purpose is far greater than just working and paying bills. I know that it is important to celebrate each win, no matter how big or small. I am celebrating me. That is absolutely beautiful. Aries, that is your reading for the month of November. I thank you so much for listening. If you don't mind, go ahead and like this video. Even drop a comment if anything that I said resonated. And feel free to watch some other videos on the channel, okay? Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.